Hello, hi all. So I'm continuing my same last video of Post API creation of a Spring Boot in series. So I have done the setup, this setup in my last video. So I'm continuing from the here only, like from employee DTO only. I will be creating it like firstly what I will be doing it. I will be creating the no argument constructor. Then what we'll be doing, we will be creating one argument constructor. Then as we have done in entity also, we will be creating the getter and setters. So this is done. Now the last thing is utils is left. So basically utils I have created for conversion of DTO to entity or entity to DTO. That's why now what we'll be doing it, we'll be defining one public static method, so it can be called with the help of the class name entity to DTO, and we'll be passing here entity. Imports we have done. Now we will be what will be doing it, we will be creating one employee DTO object, and the return type also will be there of entity to DTO. Okay, new will explain you. Firstly I'm writing the code. Basically for copying it we are having the bean utils dot copy properties. We need to find source and destination. So source is employee, we need to will be getting the properties, and our destination will be employee DTO. Then we will be returning the same employee DTO object. Let me now it will be DTO to entity, DTO to entity. I'm doing here fast because it is a simple conversion. Just try to understand it and let me know if you have any doubts. So basically where we will be passing the DTO object in this thing, and we need to have the employee object here. Entity object, okay, and the same entity object will be returning also. So source in this case is employee DTO properties, we need to copy it, and where we need to copy, we need to copy it entity, because we are converting from DTO to entity. This conversion is kept just to avoid the time, and it's a good coding practice. Basically we are copying it, and then what we are to, need to do, we will start from the employee controller. We will create a first post API now. So we will be give a generic URL for all the R APIs, and we will be mentioning, or we will be maintaining the versions also R API. It's again a good coding practice I'm following again. So just follow this v1 we have given. Suppose in future if anyone comes and try to define more employee controller, so he can give v2 version of employee controller. Okay, we have done at that v1, and now we will be for employee data, something like that, or data just. Okay, then control L, just format it. Now we will be creating the post mapping basically, and for that we will be using response entity as the return type, passing the employee DTO safe employee, and we'll be passing here the @request body. For always saving it, we will be using @request body, as we are passing the whole employee object, employee DTO object, not employee object directly we are passing, and employee DTO. Okay, then what we'll be doing it, we'll be return response entity dot status http status is there, dot created is there, dot body is there, and here we will be calling the service dot save employee, and here we are passing the employee DTO object, and here we will be injecting this service class for calling it private employee service. Okay, and we will be, for injecting, we are having the auto add. Okay, so this thing is done. Now we will go with the service class. Here only it will be giving the error. Just create the save employee method in employee service. Okay, and mark this class @service, so everyone will be aware that it contains the business logic, and it works at the like it will works at the instead of component also, so that we can easily, we are injecting it. This save employee is there. Now we will inject employee repository repo, suppose we have given the name. Now for interaction we need to contact the repository, so we are auto wiring it. And now there is a plate that we need to convert this employee DTO to employee first. I have given the employee. Now we need to call this app utils dot, basically we need to convert DTO to entity, and we need to pass this employee DTO. This method which I have created, we need to call that. The import is missing, we need to do that. Now repo dot save method is there for saving it to DB, and emp we are passing it. But the thing is that we need to return the employee DTO only. So for that, app utils, again we will be calling an entity to DTO, and this thing will return the entity only after saving. The same object it will return it, so we are just directly calling here only. We'll explain you. I have like for emitting the lines I have done this thing, but we'll explain you once I am able to run the code, then I will explain you. Okay, so this thing is done. Now we will run our application, basically CRUD application. Okay, few things are missing. I forgot this employee entity we have marked. There is generated value for ID, so it will generate the ID. As of now we are taking the strategy or identity, anything we can take. So strategy equals to, we are taking generation type dot sequence. In sequence it will be generating the ID by default on its own. Let me restart the server. Till that we can open our Postman, and our code is 9093, and our URL is save employee, or what is the URL? The URL is, okay, we haven't, in a hurry we have missed this save employee. Just again restart it. So URL is given. Now copy this @request mapping URL /v1/data/save employee till the application gets started. Okay, it got started. So ID will be auto generated. Name we have given in body as Mohit. Let me send it. See here, ID we are getting 1 and name is Mohit. ID is generated auto default. We'll explain more in the further session. That's it. Thanks. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel.